guys, welcome back to Blues Fans TV. Guys, what were your thoughts on today's match?
It wasn't a decent performance. It was utter pure dominance from Chelsea. I've never seen performance like that this season. It was really faultless, though.
There's not much that we can criticise for once.
It wasn't really. I thought Gilman had a very good game today, very composed on the ball, made some very good passes. I thought Barker had a really good game today. I thought for me, he was my man of the match, 100%. No, it was Gilmore. Gilmore got it, yeah. But to be honest, Gilmore deserved it as well. Like, he was incredible today as well. So I'm really happy that he came today.
Yeah, I thought Gilmore was impressed today. You know what I like about Gilmore is that his intelligence, his composure, and also his.
He looks like he's been doing this for a while, but he is only 18 and he did only get first team call up in 2020.
Well, you know what? Lampard told him, you know what? Just keep training, keep working hard on the training ground. You get game time. You know what happened last two games? He get a game time, get a big performance against two club from Liverpool. You know, it's just he keeps the gifts on giving. You know.
And so obviously we have spoken about the introduction of Ziyech coming into the team in the new season. There is room. Obviously, we do expect someone like Pedro. We don't know yet about Willian. We don't know yet about Giroud. He has said he wants to stay, but we don't know kind of their future in the club. Where do you think, I don't want to say room for improvement, but if they do go, who would you want to bring in? Where do you think we need to bring someone in?
I think definitely on that left-hand side, in terms of the attacking positions, personally. I'll go for Sancho. Personally, I want Sancho to come to the club. Or maybe like a guy like Chiesa from Fiorentina. So they're my two options personally, but just have to see really.
Do you know what? I would like to see that guy though in the end. Faustino, his name? Tina?
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah. What is he, like 17?
I think he's 17. I did watch him a couple of weeks ago playing for the youth team, and he is their biggest prospect right now. And for me, it was really.
Is he like a right winger?
No.
What is he? Left wing?
He's more like a striker, second striker.
I personally wouldn't put him on the wing. I feel like as soon as we do need two strikers, and if Giroud goes, that's kind of where we would need to put someone. If we're bringing him in, I believe we should put two up front because what we have been lacking. What we've been lacking this season, I think, apart from today 4-0, is goals.
It's goals, yeah.
Tammy Abraham, you know, I've criticised, I've also praised, but we need. We kind of need that repetitive striker, you know.
But I think if we're looking at like an attacker with that pure striker, I think why not go for Timo Werner? I think what he's released goes around 40.
We've got the money as well, and you know it's inevitable now. Near the end of the season, fourth place. We've been in fourth place, like I said before, since October. I personally don't see it changing. I'm hoping it doesn't change. Champions League, I know we've got Bayern Munich. That's a little bit iffy. That one's iffy, but especially with Man City with their ban. If fifth place as well, if that goes to Champions League, we could get Champions League next season, and that also will bring in a lot of people that really want to play good and football.
Yeah, that's very, very, very true. 100% spot on.
You know what? In the end, also the Armando guy, he was a bit wild, you know. But it was really wild. It's a bit wild, you know. I know it's a bit young, you know. You want to get the normal basics of football, but you know, just the message I would send, like, just keep on training hard. You might get a game time. You never know. You might get a game time, you know, under 23, or maybe like in a cup match in the future. And you know what? We got a future in our hands, really, and we just have to believe it.
What were your thoughts on today's match?
It was an amazing game. It was my first EPL game ever. I had a blast. The people were great. The fans were beautiful. Go Blues.
And you support Chelsea then?
Absolutely. I mean, my family's Brazilian. I live in the States, but, you know, where the Brazilians are is where I support, and we had a great game today. Beautiful goal, great assist. Keep working hard. He's playing well.
And so you're from America.
Yes.
How many games do you get to watch, and what do you think of our performance this season?
It's been phenomenal. I watch a lot of EPL every Saturday and Sunday. I'm waking up early, getting my coffee in the morning, because for us it's much earlier. It's like a 4-hour difference. And I think Chelsea's doing well. I think they're on their way to be in the top 4, and that's what you want.
Do you think we can retain the top 4 status?
Absolutely, especially after a performance like today. I mean, 4 on Everton. I mean, you know.
And straight from
watch a lot of football. Everton's no joke. I mean, they're not, they're not the best in the league, but they've been a good team. So
they've got 50 million Richarlison there.
yeah, he's a great guy. I actually just got a picture with him a second ago, so I was pretty excited about that.
So you've obviously watched the rest of the teams in the table. You think Chelsea can be the top 4 spot, or maybe even top 3. We don't know what's going on with Leicester. Best team in London for you?
You got to go with Chelsea.
Best team in the UK? Tricky.
Liverpool's been playing well this year.
We beat them though on the FA Cup.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Us and Watford. There is a difference, but there wasn't much of a difference in their squad. We had 9 injuries, no transfer ban. They're European champions, and they had 3 up top and the 4 at the back, who they normally play in the Premier League. Kept a clean sheet with Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Best team in the UK? On Blues fans TV.
All right. You convinced me. You convinced me. Best team in the UK is the Blues.
Thank you. What were your thoughts on today's match?
Mad result, and especially just beat Liverpool 2-0. So 6 goals against the Scousers in the space of a week. Yeah, it's mad.
We have spoken a lot about Billy Gilmour. Who for you was the best player today?
I think Billy Gilmour was good, but I think Mason Mount was man of the match, 100%.
He's faced a lot of criticism, especially online from Chelsea fans, opposing fans as well, which is kind of expected, but a lot of criticism from Chelsea fans. Do you think today he's kind of shown them, I'm here to stay, I want this place next season, and I don't want to be replaced?
100%. I think he's one of our best players, and he gets so much hate, and I just try and tell people not, but no one listens. But Mason Mount is
It's kind of the same last season, though, a bit with Sarri and Jorginho. When the fans feel like there is a player favourite, they do kind of turn a little bit if they haven't performed in the expected way that they have. But I think he's been good. I think he could have been worse. I think with a transfer ban, you kind of have to deal with what you've been given. And today, obviously, he scored that first goal, and he played like he belonged to Chelsea. And is that what we need?
Yeah, 100%. He's sort of reminds me of Lampard, but he's not obviously there yet. But I reckon if he's under Frank Lampard, he could keep training, and one day he could be.
This is a Chelsea team that has had a transfer ban. They are in the stages of kind of revamping the whole team. You have to give credit where it's due, and you have to I know we shouldn't make excuses for poor performances, but today wasn't a poor performance. And they look like Chelsea, and I get criticism, and I've criticised players, but you have to admit that with everything that's gone on this season, the injuries, especially facing with Liverpool, and the injuries that we have now, they have been really good, and they have proved themselves as Chelsea players.
And the youngsters too coming on, Broja, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they were both. They didn't do anything, but they were running for the ball and showing themselves what they can do, and for the future maybe if they don't go out on loan.
Angerin, he's played a lot of under 23s. He is their biggest prospect in the under 23s, but he came on today. I think this is his first game for the first team. Yeah, a little bit shaky, but that's what it is. You have to take those risks, and that's what Frank Lampard did today.
Yeah, I think Frank, because obviously losing to Bayern was a shit result, and then come back to Bournemouth, also not a very good result, but now 6 goals against the Scousers, and just a good way to bounce back. And I think
the Liverpool defeat, do you think that's given Chelsea confidence?
Yeah, we've shown it today.
Because not many people have beaten Liverpool this season. Watford, fair enough, but even in the FA Cup, not many people have beaten Liverpool.
Nah. And we did it, so I think we're going to win FA Cup. We'll give it a good chance to go to the finals, because who we got next round?
We have, oh God, someone remind me.
Oh shit.
Who've Chelsea got? No, sorry, we have, no, can someone remind us please who we've got in the FA Cup? Leicester away. Only that, I've got my ticket. See you all there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Leicester.
Yeah, we're in too many competitions because we're the best team in London.
I think Leicester's going to be hard. We've got a draw against them last time.
But they have only won one match in 2 months, or 2 matches in 2 months. Lost Norwich the other day.
I reckon we're going to get the result, but it's going to be a hard game.
What are your thoughts on the game today?
It was just a brilliant game, wasn't it? All round. We scored 2 goals early, and we carried on throughout the game. We played so well, and I was just so happy with it.
And you've come all the way from Manchester, which is brilliant, by the way. So do you think that we are going to secure top 4 place, Chelsea, over the rest of the other teams that are competing for the top 4? Do you think we've got it?
I think we will, yeah. I think because if we carry on playing like this every week, we definitely will. But with City, with the ban, we just got to hope they get the ban. And yeah, it's looking positive with how we've been playing in the last few games.
And today, who was your you know, your top player. I mean, despite the fact that there was a man of the match picked, you personally, who do you think played brilliantly or superbly today?
Well, I loved Gilmore. He's so good. With 18 years, he's playing like he's so much older. Ross Barkley, I liked today. He was very good. Willian, first half, was making a few mistakes, but very good in the second half. It was just, great all round. Ross Barkley and Billy Gilmore were the standouts, though.
Back to Billy Gilmore, obviously, like we've mentioned before, he hasn't really played much first-team football when he's kind of come in, and he has kind of showed up the rest of the midfield. He's kind of set a standard, especially for the rest of the youth players that want to get into this team. How good and how much do we need this guy in the next season?
Well, from how he's been playing, we need him a lot. Jorginho should be looking out because he's got a 3-game ban, is it? Yeah. Jorginho, yeah. But Billy Gilmore, he's got everything going back, like composure, and that's just what you need, an all-rounded centre mid. He's good attacking. His vision is amazing as well. His turns of pace.
And he said somewhere, I read it, he said that when he played in the Carabao Cup against Harry Maguire, he felt a little bit bullied. He felt a little bit like he didn't really know what he was doing on the pitch, and he used that against Liverpool, and he probably used that against Everton today. So do you think maybe that defeat, or that some defeats are a blessing in disguise for Chelsea, because it's kind of given some of the players a little bit more confidence to be like, we need to get this top 4 and we need those 3 points?
Yeah, it could be, because it could be an eye-opener, because Frank's probably going to have a word with them saying, well, you need to improve, go over all the things you need to improve, and he'll know what he's not been perfect at, and then he can do that going into the next game.